Hi, I'm David Bell. This is the last episode in our series, Creativity and Imagination for Christian Ministry. It's actually the most important. In episode 1, I said creativity and imagination is highly desirable, but hard to achieve. Now, since then, I've shown you some tips and techniques. We've looked at how some creative people in Kiwi Connexion tap into the X Factor. First, know that for a Christian, the X Factor's all about another who takes to the stage with you. Second, you have to consciously start to reflect on stories from your life and learn how to use everyday tools to do that well. A journal of your important stories, your pilgrimages and journeys. That's a great place to begin. Third, we looked at the very powerful idea that all thought is an incarnation. We think with our whole being. That came from philosopher Michael Polanyi. By the way, we have a companion video and in fact a whole section on Polanyi's tacit knowledge. Use the live link on screen now to take you to it. Fourth insight comes from Carl Gustav Jung. The artist emerges to meet the spiritual need of his or her time. This also means that the artist is the subject of the art. Whether or not we make music, sculpture, poetry, prose, photography, we find that in all art, the artist is the servant of what he or she creates. Fifth insight comes from Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. If your writing calls you to be a prophet, know that the prophet occupies a lonely place, telling God the condition of the people. In Kiwi Connexion, we have an agenda for humanity and indeed all life. As Heschel noted, in speaking of God, we have faith and a sense of presence, but no image. And that brings us to our final insight. All of these points are keys to finding your creative edge, your unique ability to make the image and let it tell its own story. It's an idea from Jesus the Christ, the presence with you. He said, "Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." Mustard seed faith in you means a little self-belief. The power to create has to involve a little self-belief. There might also be a bundle of self-doubts, but that hidden presence wills you to the mustard seed faith. Our connection brings a community of aspiring writers, artists, musicians together. We've all a little self-belief, and we're all willing to help others along the way. Amos Wilder was a famous theologian, a poet and a minister, who often wrote about the power of stories. What makes a great story? In many respects, it's our ability to recognize ourselves in it. As Wilder put it, quote, "It lights up our own adventure," unquote. Take the first step. Believe in yourself. Let your story help light up our own adventures. Thanks for watching. And by the way, our new series starting same time, same channel next week is How to Lead Worship in the 21st Century. And we'll be embedding insights from this series into the new. Do join me by subscribing.